welcome back to the Spider's Web, and as you can see we are now on episode or evening 5 of our Dungeons and Dragons playthrough. The usual suspects, the usual band of idiots are here, and we are ready to continue. However, myself and Skragger weren't there last week, the previous evening, so nothing got videoed for that night. But Steve will do a recap of what happened, just so we all know what's been going on. Apparently the drow, my character, almost got himself into a spot of bother. But you'll find out a little bit more as we start watching Evening 5's presentation. So get yourself a brew, sit back, relax and enjoy Evening 5 Part 1 of our Dungeons and Dragons adventure.
Right. So, previously on 5 Idiots Wander Around. Last episode saw the group of you fighting a troll.
Yep.
And some gnolls that have been sent, as far as you know, as far as you believe, by somebody. They seem to want to take the drow, or at least his head, if nothing else. They tried to bargain for it.
Oh, they tried to pay us. We were good.
But you decided...
We refused, sternly.
You've got to be worried because I've got a lot of money now.
Absolutely none of us were thinking of just handing you over.
Yeah, I don't believe that for a
So you
second.
decided it would be better to fight than hand him over.
Well, someone decided that.
After a fairly brutal fight, you managed to come out victorious. After you killed each of the opponents you were fighting, there was a blast of arcane energy. Not a huge one, just a small, as whatever magic that was being used to control them dissipated. Until finally you whittle them down to one guy who seems to be released from his by his captor, who then ran off into the wilds. You managed to make it back to town after saving the young boy that you found near the wreckage of this
It
cart.
was a young boy that had jumped into the thing at the side of the ditch.
From him you learned that these creatures had actually let the rest of the party go back to the town because they only needed the boy as collateral or bait to get you where they wanted you. You managed to get him halfway back before the city guard, alerted by the other members of this party, were coming down the road. They took the boy off you. Some of them took him back, others went to find the cart and make sure everything was in order there. You managed to get back to the town. You went to see Victor. You handed over the tome that you found. Ben had his chains looked at for a small fee. You bought some sundries that you wanted. You were given a reward for bringing back this tome, even though you managed to get some loot from the tomb. Whilst you were there,
What was the reward?
who took the reward?
What
Was it a dagger?
Oh, right.
Did somebody get a dagger?
Oh, Ben bartered for an enchanted dagger, didn't he?
He did you a good deal on an enchanted dagger.
Was the one I was looking at in the cabinet the first time round?
It could have been. He did you a good deal on some of the things you bartered away.
I bartered for a couple of healing potions
Yeah.
just in case we get
Right, so I didn't get a chance to get anything, then I could have done with refreshing my lamp oil.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to spend
You weren't there, you know.
spend your money for you. After that dealings, he offered you another job, which was to go to a city in the northeast, where a merchant had a box that he wanted you to buy for him. He gave you rough dimensions and a description of the box. You agreed you would go and try and buy it from him. He did tell you he'd had dealings with this merchant before and he probably wouldn't want to sell it to Victor, which is why he would like you to go and pick it up for him. Having had this conversation and saying you would do it, you all wandered off to
We also asked him about the symbol that we saw on the...
Yes, sorry, yeah. Ben, having seen the symbol up close as one of these things died, was able to draw it for Victor to have a look at. From that, Victor told you it was the symbol of a mage of considerable power that had got fixated on some kind of magic, but kind of left the rest of his studies to focus purely on this type of magic. Wasn't quite sure what it was. Nobody really understood what he was looking into. And then some 15 years ago,
Yeah, he just disappeared.
he just disappeared.
Right,
Nobody
so
had
it's
heard from him.
It's not Prince, then.
It's not Prince.
No.
Somebody had heard.
Just the symbol.
Yeah.
Nobody had heard from him. Nobody had really seen him since that time. And again, nobody knows
Well,
exactly
these
what he was
creatures who were
looking
looking
at.
for...
But these
Right.
creatures did seem to have his symbol on them. When you were being talked to by these creatures, they all spoke with the same cadence, no matter which one of them spoke, from the big troll down to the little gnolls.
As if with one voice they spoke.
Yeah. So, after learning all this, getting the new job, bartering for some bits and pieces, you decided to go and find rest for the night, which took you to a tavern where some drinking commenced.
The fight may have happened, but who won wasn't important. Taking part that night.
During the drinking, only noticed by Keyleth, who was keeping an eye on Krusk because he can get a bit leery when he drinks. Saw him get up and walk to the back of the pub, so she followed to find a fighting pit in the stable yard of this pub with lots of people around betting and cheering and chanting. Krusk wandered over to find out what was going on, found out that it was a fighting pit, and challenged the reigning champion.
I don't believe saying. I believe saying that I'd be up for fighting and was immediately put against the reigning champion.
Yeah, which was another orc called
Durgard the Destroyer.
Dorag the Destroyer.
Dorag the Destroyer.
Torag.
Yeah, that's the one.
Durex.
Many bets were placed, some money lost, some money gained.
A lot of money gained.
A fairly epic battle ensued
Oh, it was awesome.
between a large half-orc and a larger half-orc. It came close a few times to Krusk actually beating this half-orc, but this half-orc just kept managing to break his grasp as Krusk tried to choke him into submission. Finally, he managed to land the knockout blow before Krusk could actually choke him into submission, laying Krusk flat on his back, needing to be tended to by the wardens of the pit, who came along and healed most of his outer damage at least. Later on that night, when he was
Oh yeah, I forgot about this bit.
while he was drowning his sorrows, a small boy turned up at the bar with a small package. On taking
Don't
the
read
package
into that.
and opening it, he found a small bronze medal on a little tatty piece of ribbon with runner-up embossed on it. Runner-up had been scratched out and loser had been carved into it, and underneath there was a small piece of paper saying "From Durack." At which point this sulky half-orc got sulkier and decided it was time to turn in for the night, and that's where we ended. So,
Not bitter.
No, going to smuggle a knife into the next fight, but I'm not there.
as dawn rises, you realise you need to go back to Victor at some point to pick up whichever payment he's going to use to pay for this box.
PayPal.
Yeah.
The days you're
We
on.
also found out that where the magician came from might have been in the same direction, but maybe not
Yes, he
exactly
reckons
near it.
Where he was
Also
last
not
It's
seen
near
near
was,
my, it's on the way to my hometown.
yeah, where he was last seen is further north than the city you've been told to go
It's all
to.
kind of that direction. We might hear something.
Oh, towards
What's it?
Priesttown.
No, it's Leylandia.
Leylandia.
Gaylordia.
Sounds like a place Ben would go.
So the days you're on.
Okay, okay.
No,
So
Train,
we need to go back to
Rocky
Victor,
style
don't we?
training
I need
montage.
to buy some more oil. Like, I need more oil.
You can pick that up at most market stalls on the way. It's easy enough to find. You know, a lot of lanterns and stuff are used.
Yeah, I just want another canister of it, so.
Yeah. I mean, you can quite easily get a little flask for a gold piece. It's not
Okay.
difficult. Mark it off if you want to buy one.
So it just brings me back up to 2 then.
Yeah. Does anybody else pick anything up whilst they're travelling?
we're all travelling now. Or?
Well, you can only go to Victor's. Just, I mean, you're travelling through the market district.
Oh, I'm gonna. Yeah, I've only got 10 gold, but I need to collect.
Make perception tests. Everybody but Noel. Everybody but Noel.
Everybody but
Perception, that's 220
Oh, that's good.
and 18.
10.
9.
16.
Oh, what's it on? Wisdom.
Yeah, perception's off wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh,
That's
11.
19 for me.
Okay, you seem to be paying a little more attention to the gnome than most people. You notice when he pays his 1 gold piece for this small flask of oil, that it comes from a rather heavy-looking coin purse. Much heavier than you would expect, given the amount of coinage you've picked up.
Just to check, didn't he, like at the bar, didn't he say that I just won 200 gold then?
He
And
did.
it's like, oh, I'm betting on the big fella.
He did. This looks heavier than that.
Well, don't forget, we have picked money up on the way, and
Yeah.
I've not robbed that much that would make a big difference to this bag. Looking at what I've got on here,
No, but considering what everybody else has got,
well, I've not spent it. I bought my fleece.
He's
and I bought
sensible
my-
with his money.
Yeah. I may as well go home.
I'm
one day
just
and
telling
see
him
if
what
we
he
make
noticed.
reparations.
Your
Something
fact
you
seems
like
to be
that.
well endowed there, Mr. Noel.
Not the only thing.
Is there anything you'd like to share with us?
No.
Didn't think so.
roll intelligence.
Not checked your own pockets. Gav,
Roll intelligence.
recently.
Intelligence. 11. Yeah, it's 11.
11. Maybe he is just really good with his money.
Yeah, go for that. I think I was trying to be set up there.
Possibly.
You can't be set up for something you've done.
Yeah.
That's been found out.
It's been 2 weeks.
Oh well, he's not noticed, I think.
I don't think money's something he's so really bothered about.
While we were in that the merchant shop, I was looking at flipping through a book and found a few warlock spells, obviously, and I could. But in order to carry them out, I need to collect a few things. Can I go around collecting?
I mean, what we'll say is, you know, when you were sent out to do your good deeds, you were given, a pack of things to go with. One of which was a book of law for your order, which you've at night been flicking through, picking up details and bits and pieces, and you've got to the bit where you've taken in enough information to understand how to at least begin using some of these abilities.
Did something happen last night, by the way? Because I seem to be money short.
You were out for most of it.
Was that not right?
Yeah, I think you
That's what I
got.
was asking.
Did you get drunk quickly? I don't know. You didn't see the fight, I don't think.
No. He was out. He was out of
He
it
was
when I
out.
went and gone to see you
Oh,
guys.
he was on it. He was out of it by the bar.
Well, after that tequila drinking contest, you were a bit worse for wear.
I think you spent it.
As far as you know, you must have spent it because it's not where you left it. And nobody's been near it. So,
Or even a mouse.
Gnomes on the other hand.
yeah, what is it you're trying to buy?
I need. What are the letters? VS, VSN.
Verbal, one of them's doing a...
Yeah.
So that's not
Maybe-
something I need to buy.
No,
M,
it says
M is
C.
usually material.
C is component, I think.
I
right,
need
isn't it?
a pinch of Southern salt and a small amount of makeup. I need to buy makeup and a pinch of Southern salt.
I mean, salt you can get from a fireplace. You
Yeah.
don't have to buy
I'll
it.
just-
You could have nicked in the pub last night when you were having your dinner.
And
So we'll say
yeah, I've got them.
you've picked those up on the way.
In terms of makeup, I've just used
Makeup,
brusks.
So we're still in his shop then.
A gold piece will buy you, a cheap.
Do you want some?
I've got flesh in a pickling jar if you want that.
How
but
much
no
are
makeup,
arrows?
I'm afraid.
Just to do up all those cuts and bruises from when you got beaten up in that fight.
No. Half orcs like to have scars.
No, well, not in that fight. You didn't
I
seem
got
too
the
happy with
shit kicked out of me. Of course there was
For a
scars.
short bow then. It's not arrows for a long bow, for a short bow.
So short arrows.
It'd have to be.
I don't think I could reach up to the top of a long bow. I'm just trying to get it strung.
If you encounter an elf, you'll have to steal their longbow, just so you can walk around trying to pretend you've not got it, with it's like sticking out the top of your jacket.
6 feet high.
Yeah, fire me off into the distance.
Like, what are you doing?
Whee!
Annie was never seen again.
You can get 20 arrows for 1 gold piece.
Alright, in that case I'll spend another gold piece.
Is anybody else buying any bits and pieces while you're
I
wandering?
don't actually need anything but a bit of it.
What's time with the idea? I seem to have bought slightly short.
Would you like to borrow some? I've not got much.
Speaking of slightly short,
I'll buy it.
Yeah,
I'll
I
buy
can
some
spare a couple of
potions.
gold if you need anything.
Health potions. They knock out about 250 gold pieces each,
Then maybe.
You're looking for some longer?
I believe.
yeah, I was wanting to get some.
Anything
not
that will
cheap.
help for healing then?
You want to buy some arrows?
I've got
I'll
the
speak to you.
potions. You can-
Fair enough. I'll
Yeah.
just...
I'm going to buy some longbow arrows for the short house here.
Oh yeah,
Same
swap the
sort of
potion
price.
if I had.
20 for 1 gold.
Right, so you've got 20 then, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, if there's nothing.
Oh. Lending him some money. It's very nice.
Lending him some of his own money.
Yeah, 1,256% APR.
Really?
He's
Sounds like
really
a
just...
bargain.
It's a payday loan.
What a complete banker.
A merchant banker service.
Okay. So, whilst wandering through the market district, you're buying the bits and pieces you believe you're going to need for at least a 2-week trek to this other town. I guess you're going to stock up on dry goods and
Yeah.
stuff you can take with you.
Yeah, rations and
Yeah.
things that we need.
So will that cost us anything as well?
Probably, 5 gold pieces or something.
Okay. Was there something else that I'd... I remember what it is I was looking for. Oh, that was it. I broke one of my lockpicks. So they're going to be a bit specialised for buying.
Take it
You
to the
probably won't
lockpick
want to buy them out in the open,
Okay.
considering what they are.
Okay.
You
So
do
we're going to have to
have,
go and sneak off. So we spent 5 on food.
What you need to do is go up to one of the guards, hold it out in front of you and say, I broke this trying to open something, do you know where I can get some more?
And let me see, can I see any thieves about?
I'm sorry about, yeah. He speaks.
There's not many people who wander around with thief written on them.
Yeah, but he speaks thief though.
Well, yeah, but
so
they,
I'm sure you.
they have the symbol.
Roll perception.
I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
There's also probably...
Oh, Jesus! No, I haven't seen any, I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
No.
No thieves
Well,
in this
first
town.
This one just helped themselves to make
This is the most law-abiding town you've been in.
Wow, despite the robbery we stopped the last time we were here, like,
Yeah.
there doesn't seem to be any crime here.
Today, on Crime Watch, nothing happened.
Today on Crime Watch, give us all your money.
I did have it written down somewhere. I might be wrong on the price of spell.
Well, perhaps we might meet somebody on the journey then, I might be able to get some off.
Yeah, I mean, you've got 2.
You might be able to make some. I don't
Don't
know
worry.
how
That's quite
difficult are they?
We'll stop off at a lockpick tree and you can pick your own.
Oh.
I mean, you could try a locksmith.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure locksmiths
Is the one
would have
about?
lock picking tools.
Are there locksmiths
To
nearby?
get, so you get, how are you
Go on,
going to get in
tell
otherwise?
Exactly.
I hope it rolls
Don't
better
go
than
into the
last
one that
time.
says locksmith and then a little
Right,
column
yeah,
that says locksmith
18
for a
plus-
town
Yeah,
guard.
you remember walking past a locksmith.
So we're nipping there, are we? Right,
Yeah.
okay, we'll nip there.
Okay.
We're going,
You go in. It's quite a tight space.
yeah.
There's a guy behind the thing working on what looks like some kind of combination lock.
Yeah, right, mate. I'm a travelling locksmith and I broke my tool. Like, have you got any more?
Travelling locks.
Yeah, if people get locked out of the caravans and things.
What is it you after, my small friend?
Just this one's broke. You don't have another one like that, do you?
He says something to you which sounds a little guttural.
Right, which I have
Which
actually
you
good
do-
on languages.
You do manage to pick up on.
Yeah.
It basically comes out as for a friend, yes.
I have friends.
And how friendly do I have to be?
Well, come back
How
here and
much,
find
how
out.
much does this friendship cost?
5 gold pieces.
Yeah, that
And
sounds
he
right.
reverts straight back to common once he realises you understand.
Right.
Yeah, under the counter he passes you a small leather wrap.
Right, mate, thanks very much.
You
I'll
take-
see
you
you
take your
again.
money.
Cheers.
Okay, so you get to Victor's.
To get along common.
What's that?
And today, let's kill one of the Steves.
Yeah, you wander in. He's behind his counter as usual. Welcome, friends.
Just stand there and say, hi.
Morning.
Alright.
We just
You
came.
look a little bruised.
No, he's not
Good
Australian. Oh, little Bruce.
Oh, you didn't see the fight. Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, he did really well.
Apparently put a dent in the floor.
It's an impressive dent as well.
He brings out from underneath the counter a small wooden box about that big. Fairly plain looking thing. With a little catch, turny catch on the front. He lifts it up for payment for.
Okay. The box or the contents?
He opens the box, it's empty.
Alright, okay.
For
So,
payment.
okay, right. What is it? How do we barter with it? Will the guy just know?
Put the receipt in the box.
So
I can't know where this is going.
we'll pay for it.
He writes down on a bit of paper, puts it in the box, closes it. Opens the box, there's nothing in it. Out of his pocket, he pulls out a bit of paper.
Right, okay.
It's a bit of paper he just wrote on.
Right. It's internet.
So how do we pay for stuff with a magic box?
Is it wireless?
He takes some money, puts it in his pocket, opens the box, money in it.
So we take the box and, yeah.
What happens if we put one of your
What
money
happens
in
if
it?
you roll?
What happens if you just stick your hand up?
What happens to the hole? Yeah. I say, Victor.
Yeah, as far as you can see, it's just a small empty box.
Alright.
You know, you can open and close it all you like.
Right, okay. So when we go to pay.
Drop a mouse in it, I'll teach him.
This would not be a good idea.
No.
Right.
You just like pour Skittles.
I think we're all ready. Is there anything else we need to know? Can't remember. We've
Good idea.
Well, we know where we're going.
A strange thought passes through my mind. I wonder if I
I'm
put
sure
my
it
hand in
does.
there, shut the box, can I reach in his pocket and take the rest of the money?
I'll just warn you, there's a hole in his pocket.
You would probably have to cut your hand off.
The box does have to be shut, yeah.
If you might have really well trained though.
If me is really well trained though.
No, me wouldn't fit in there.
So, anything else you
we
would
want
like
to-
to buy? I have many wonderful things.
and you have many money.
I'm sure you have. No, I think I've got everything I need.
No weapons. I bought a dagger earlier.
No, I've got
shiny
weapons that
I
seem to
think we
work
should
alright
get
for
on
me.
our way. Whilst
Yeah.
the day is young and the anger burns inside my soul.
Yes.
Anyway,
Fresh air, fresh air.
fresh air, that's what I need.
Grass.
I guess
And a
we'll
20
see you
mile run.
Have a map going to.
Yeah, I have a map, dear. Yeah. Actually, I
How
think we're
much for the
alright.
Hey, don't worry. I know where we're going.
God help us, we need the map.
Wait, how much is the map first?
1 gold piece.
What about to me?
Well,
2 gold piece.
How did I storm out?
they're good friends.
But what about the gnome?
He doesn't take the joke very well.
He's just in a bad mood.
Yeah, last night.
It was a
didn't go
rough
his way.
night.
1 gold piece, but could someone else spend it? I only have 10.
Yeah. Give him a
Fine.
gold piece for a map.
Yeah, we can always do
Fine.
with a map.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite a
I got
nice map.
28.
It shows,
I'm not as rich as.
you know, it's not super
some
detailed because
It's
it's
on
distance.
sale.
What
It's
material
in
is
the
it?
box of Monopoly.
Vellum.
Vellum.
Um, yeah, it's quite a nice map, really. I mean, he obviously wants you to get where you're going. Yeah. It pretty much shows where you are, leading to where you want to be, the rough area. There's some extra bits of information on it.
Is there any inns?
Fold the map. Put it in
It shows
the
you
box.
sort of main road that leads kind of there, and then pretty much you're off into the wilds as you cross country. There's little town names dotted about. You recognise one of them for certain as the place you grew up. It does seem to be pretty much en route.
Fun to go and see all the dead parents.
They'd be glad to see you.
Yeah. It was overtaken by undead, but that was a while ago.
Oh, we can go and check.
So they could still be around.
Undead, you say?
Undead parents.
Why are we going somewhere if it's supposedly overrun with undead?
It was a while ago.
They should probably
The
go.
thing about the undead is they have this habit of not
like 10
dying.
years ago or something.
Something like that. He's
They're probably
20.
gonna
How
go.
old's he now? 26 or something, or 29, I don't know.
Did you say you were 15 at the time or something?
something like that.
So
It
you're
was
talking
his
about 10
bloodletting
years
ceremony.
He
He was 16 and he's 26 now.
10 years.
That doesn't fill me with confidence given that you're the dungeon master.
Roll intelligence.
Everybody just Ben.
Just Ben.
No, everybody can shoot. Well, probably not the drow, but the rest of you probably could.
18.
Oh, I've got
18.
proficiency.
Oh, wait, no,
so-
sorry.
15.
If an area is
17. So.
um,
We can't roll something you haven't got.
usable, it's good farming land,
That's true.
it's generally defensible to a given extent. Chances are, if the undead hadn't left of their own accord, it
Killed.
possibly would have been driven out
Yeah.
at some point over the 10 years,
Unless it's containment.
unless it was a really bad. You know,
Would the town have been overtaken or undertaken by the undead?
Depends which
It was,
lane they used.
It was a grand town. My people lived there for a long time.
I mean, is this the base of your order as well? Would it have been?
Yes, it's
So-
one of the main bases of our order.
You reckon chances are they would have fought for it?
See, it was on my bloodletting ceremony. It was the last time I was there. It was the last time I saw my parents alive too.
Well, sounds fun. Let's pop in.
So you set off in the general direction of where you want to be. Is there any personal errands you're going to be doing? Any vocational things you want to be looking out for as you're travelling, or you generally just walk in the?
I'd quite
Yeah, I need a certain amount of time to pray, but every day, but
Yeah.
apart from that.
I'd quite like to visit my house, my home.
I mean, it's going to take you. Looking at the map, you're about a week and a half from where your town was, and then it's probably on foot another week from there. So you know, it could, if it's still there, it could be a good staging post for the final week leg of your journey. You can restock as you go.
Okay.
You're probably going to have to, you know, go via little townships and villages and things, just stocking up as you go.
Okay, so we're going to go and see this. Did he say it was a wizard?
No, it's a merchant you're going to see.
Oh, damn. Can't say we're off to see the wizard then.
The same thing was going through my head then when you said it.
As far as you know, it's a merchant.
Did he say he was friends with them at merchant?
Don't worry, the lichen
No, he didn't.
stained the
I'm
stones
guessing he
yellow
doesn't
on his
like
path.
He won't sell it to him.
No,
He knows it's him.
he's had dealings with, or they've both had dealings with each other in the past, and the chances are, if you knew Victor was buying this thing, you probably wouldn't get it. Which is why he needs somebody else to go.
Right, so no mentioning Victor's name. Right.
Hey mate, Victor gave us this cool bar.
It just says Victor on the box. But it's home
Victor's
address.
Emporium.
If
No,
found,
Victor,
please
we never-
return to. If found, please.
If this
the
box
and
has
shop.
been found, please insert it into itself.
No, it's you unfold it, fold it up the other way round, and then just sort of like collapses in on itself. Just goes back.
So, you set off?
Like the Uslan bird.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's a fairly arduous, you know, foot ride to, you know, the first couple of villages you come to. You are crossing country. You tend to see, you know, homesteads and, you know, things out in the more civilised part, you know, surrounding the city. The further you go, the more fortified the little villages become. Townships become a bit more
Like Skelmsdale.
Not like that. Just a bit more rugged. Most of it's built from whatever
Local.
resources are local. A lot of them tend to be by rivers and things, so they've got fresh water. and
Built out
things
of
like
water.
that. Yeah,
The only way
pretty
to
hard to
build.
balance. Do you bother stopping in at any of them on your way, or do you just try and make the best time you can?
I don't know. We'd be friendly if we meet anybody, but
Yeah, I mean,
Don't
you'll
really need to
you'll
stop.
meet the odd person, you'll see them in the distance. Like I said, there's no... The way you're going is the most...
We could stop in at a
Straightforward.
bar and just see if there's a fighting pit at the back, like.
bullshit.
Remember what happened to me last time?
You're deliberately gingering me, aren't you?
He's doing it, not me!
18.
What's your armor class?
15.
Roll your damage. 1d4 plus strength.
5.
Yeah, as you say this, just this hand just out of nowhere just...
No,
Take 5 points
I'd
of
prefer to think of it. Gibbs slap over the back of the head.
Gibbs leans down.
Can I
give slap for him at all.
Can I illustrate this?
Ow!
Yeah.
Can I just illustrate this?
Goes flying forwards.
Actually, make a dexterity check.
To see if I can get out of the way.
No, to see if you don't.
4.
4.
4 plus.
Yeah, as you hit the floor. This is all done in his
I
stride.
think he's a little bit sore.
And so I think closer to where I can see somebody else losing some money tonight.
When I calm down, can I heal him?
If you would like to.
It was 1d8. I've had to turn my phone off because the battery's down for the...
Yeah, 1d8 I think, yeah.
Well, aren't you lucky I rolled an 8? I don't know if we add anything to it.
It wouldn't matter because it only takes me back up to 25.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
only
back
you only got knocked 5 off it.
Well, you got full heal from me. So that's how bad I felt. It's because I care enough to smack you.
Do...
Yeah,
Hey, how-
as he's walking along, he sort of goes, poof, and sees you hit the deck and goes, maybe that was a bit hard for a small gnome. Pick him up.
Thanks, but no thanks. And we'll
Wish we
stand
had
next
that on
to me.
video.
Yeah, right.
I'm just in a
I
bad
wasn't, you
mood.
turned up.
Just leave it. I didn't mean
Very
it. I'm
nice
just,
arrows.
just not in a good place right now. Looks too much like Yorkshire. I'm just not in a good place right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a week goes by, you're chatting to each other, and you get to know each other a bit more. You get to know each other's quirks. Are
As the
you,
bruise heals.
yeah, your pride
Heals.
hurts less than it did.
Beating up a small gnome.
Definitely helped. It's a fight you could win. What was I saying?
Quirks.
Yeah, you've got to know each other a bit better as you've gone along. Are you posting watches when you're sleeping out, or
Yeah.
Yeah,
are you just generally keeping down for the night?
usual thing, watching as we go.
Just keep a little bit of a watch, yeah. I mean, we're not expecting trouble, but yeah, we should.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, each night you manage to do your religious bit, and you know, you commune with nature and
Gouts on
Thanks,
screen.
Bask in the light of the full moon. That sort of thing. The
Mhm.
usual stuff.
Well, yeah.
okay.
All the kids are doing it.
He's on a mushroom hunt.
Yeah, every now and again you see me
Ben is letting the blood of the
whipping
innocent.
round. I mean, let's say this is the 7th night.
Okay.
Something like
Me's
that.
gone and got a special mushroom.
Special mushroom.
Yeah, for somebody.
One that could be considered magical.
Is it red with white spots on it?
No, it's not. It's not poisonous.
Okay.
Okay.
He's now flying instead of walking.
The way you've gone, you can see the beginnings of a mountain range are probably within a day or two hike from where you are. It seems like, you know, a fairly impressive mountain range. You've got a rough idea of which one is sort of the main mountain range that runs down the centre of this continent. You've come around and picked it up at some point. As the sun sets and the moon rises in the very distance, you hear the howl of a wolf. It seems close-ish, but it doesn't overly worry you. You know, they're not known to come this far away from the kind of mountains that they tend to live in, around the footing of the mountains and into the forests, but not usually this far out.
Okay.
So we're camping up for the night? Okay.
It would make sense. I mean, when it gets dark out, it gets dark.
Right, and he's making a lovely mushroom stew.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Okay. And he's handing out a nice cup of soup for you, cup of soup for you, cup of soup for you, and a special one for you. Now it's off me, it's not off me.
It's off me, it's not off me.
Causes extreme flatulence.
Is everybody eating this, or is this...
No, it's not. There's a special cup on somebody who doesn't know that it's special to all the others.
Okay.
I think I might notice if my food is being tampered with.
How would you notice? Because we've all got the same, or they all look the same.
Well,
Make a perception test.
Uses a mild herb.
natural 20.
You know for a fact that there is something in this.
Was it by taste?
It was the shifty kind of movements. You know, you saw him turn as he went to give you yours.
It wasn't me, it was me.
What's in this gnome?
What's in this? No! What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
In what?
This.
This mushroom stew?
Really?
Well, me's made it. I've not touched it.
What's me doing?
Hiding.
Me's kind of, and disappears off into the darkness surrounding the camp.
Well, if you don't want it, don't eat it.
Pour it away.
Little mouse comes over.
You pour it away, you dig in your bag and bring out some dried meat or something and start chewing on that instead. Keeping a bit of a beady eye on...
Glaring angrily at you because I know that you've done something.
So who's taking which watch?
I'll take first watch.
I'll take his watch.
I'm not wearing a watch.
Oh, good.
You're staying with him?
Yeah.
Okay. So first watch,
Yeah, we'll take second watch.
second watch, leaving you...
Well, there's not a third watch, is there?
Well, unless you're all going to stay up really late.
No, I'll stay with second lot. Want to talk to him.
Okay, so you've got like a 4-hour watch at least
One
each.
watch.
Because I heard wolves before.
Yeah.
Would I be able to wild shape into a wolf and go wander around to see what I can see for a bit during the night?
You do this as part of your watch, I'm guessing.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. So you two take first watch.
Well, we'll take it in turns. Can have
Yeah.
one watch.
Well,
and I'll have another.
if you're taking it in watch,
I'm happy to do that. Yeah.
well, you might as well let them take first watch. You bed
Yeah.
down for, a bit, get some sleep.
Mhm.
It's not much sleep, but it's enough to give you a little bit of rest. You swap over. About an hour in to your watch, you see Krusk turn away and just into this fairly large wolf and just off into the dark without really saying anything.
I guess he's done tired.
You don't hear that, you're asleep. In your sleep. You two roll perception.
11.
13.
Okay.
We perceive nothing. Right, so that's why he doesn't like mushroom stew. Dog food next time.
My half orcs would probably eat that.
Just make sure it's plenty kibble.